Yeah, not great. He had a scan, and the hamstring's a bit worse than everyone had hoped for. So he won't be available for the game tomorrow, as it stands. So that's disappointing for Von Tate. Sort of been in and out a lot, hasn't he, this year? Especially with Devon being injured, and him and Mandy have shared it and what have you. So he hasn't really been able to get that run of games going. But yeah, he was part of in that first half was a bit nervy, wasn't it? And a little bit all over the place as a team. But he was part of the reason we got a good result at Morecambe. But it's a shame now that he's probably going to miss a few weeks with a hamstring injury.
I was going to say, is there any time scale on the injury?
I think with hamstrings, it's usually at least a couple of weeks. And then as time goes on, it gets rescanned, and hopefully it won't be any longer. But as we know with hamstrings, you have to look at checks, for example, which sometimes can be over 2 months. So fingers crossed for him, it's nowhere near as bad as that.
On to Horsham at the weekend, FA Cup first round. How do you look at this game? Because Horsham is a team that we know quite well at Radio Sheffield after Barnsley. They took Barnsley to a replay last year. So how are you looking at this game?
Yeah, banana skin that we don't want to slip up on, and I mean that with the utmost respect. They're scoring 2 goals a game in their respective league, in the Isthmian League. I know that league very well from being down that way, and a lot of the Essex and London teams are in that league and they're strong. I know that Horsham are obviously not too far from Brighton. I think over the years they've had a few ex-Brighton academy lads, and they always get players in, and the manager there's been there for a while now and has done ever so well there. So when I played there years ago, it was a horrible ground with a slopey pitch, but now they've got a lovely 4G pitch with a lovely little stadium. If I'm honest, we are glad we're not going down there, A, because of the journey, and B, because of the AstroTurf. I think it is a real leveller, excuse the pun. So we're glad we're at home. Hopefully we have a good crowd in as usual. Of course, everyone's expecting us to win. It's not that easy, and believe me, the preparation for the manager and us as staff has been exactly the same as if it was a league game.
Well, it's exactly that, Danny, and like I've just mentioned, they came to Oakwell, got a 3-3 draw. They'll be wanting to do the exact same at the SMAs, won't they, on Saturday? Yeah,
and times have changed where, like, teams at that level before would be all a little bit overweight, part-time, not very professional. Training's just a kickabout and a laugh when they all finish work. It isn't like that anymore. Well, we've watched them. The manager went to go and watch them the other week when they played Lewis in their league fixture, which they won 2-0. And he said even from the warm up to right through the game, everything was professional. Patterns of play they've got, it's obviously worked on. So times have changed. You don't just roll up and beat these teams anymore. It doesn't work like that. And like I say, we were non-league last year. Let's remember that, and now we're not. So we're not suddenly thinking there's this huge gulf between us and any non-league team we play. But yeah, we're the favourites for a reason, and we've got to turn up, be professional, and hopefully be in that second draw come Monday.
Just on the likes of Devon Tanton, John Fleck, Ryan Boot, how are they looking?
The first 2 are available for selection. Ryan's still got some real bad bone bruising in his hand. Looking for him to for the pain to ease down going into next week, so he could be challenging Max again for next week. But for the here and now, Booty's still unavailable. Flecky and Devon will be in the matchday squad tomorrow.